Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Horn Lake. Lived in DeSoto Village my whole life, Gatewood Circle. I actually got students here that live in the house that I grew up in. So, grew up in Horn Lake, attended Horn Lake my whole life from kindergarten. No, they started kindergarten the first year. I moved to Horn Lake from Memphis. So, when I was 6 years old, went to kindergarten, grew up in Horn Lake my whole life, went to Horn Lake schools.
Tell us about your family.
I have a wife who is taller than me, so I'm a little embarrassed about that, but her name is Sarah also. She played college basketball at the college I was coaching baseball at the time, and we met. Got two girls, 7 and 5, Peyton and Finley, so that's it. Two brothers, they went to Horn Lake also. One's 11 months older than me, one's 2 years younger. The one that is 2 years younger is the one whose wife works here, Miss Toungett.
Tell us about your years in high school.
It was fun. High school was fun. I graduated from Horn Lake High School, obviously. Played baseball, had a lot of great teachers. It was just a fun time. Some of the teachers that are here now, had them in high school. So,
what jobs did you have in high school?
Too many. I had a bunch of different jobs. Couldn't really find out what I was good at. Worked with my dad growing up my whole life. He was a welder, owned his own welding business. Paid me $10 a day. When I would complain about it, he would say, "When did you get a raise?" Then I worked at a restaurant, serving and different things, and then a lamp factory. I was too clumsy for that, broke a bunch of lamps, so they kept having to move me around to different jobs. So I had a lot of jobs in high school. Really, any job I had was just to keep from working with my dad, because the other bosses were way better.
What's the funniest thing that happened to you in high school?
There was a bunch of funny things, probably, but the most embarrassing thing that would happen is my mom worked in the cafeteria here in the high school for 13 years. So the whole time I was in high school, my mom was in the cafeteria, so it was easily accessible for teachers to walk down and complain about how I was in class. Miss Patberg was one of the main ones that just retired last year. Miss Patberg would go down and she would say, "I'm going to talk to your mom." Really, she just wanted to get sweet tea and rolls, I think. But she would go down and tell on me all the time. And so I stayed grounded like my whole senior year. Thank you, Miss Patberg.
Tell us about your college experience.
My college experience was very spread out. I started in 98, 99, ended up graduating in 2005. So I took like the 7-8 year plan. I'd quit a little bit at work, and then I became a teacher assistant at Horn Lake Middle School in 2002, and that really pushed me to go back and finish my last couple of years of college. So finished up, got my teaching degree and coaching degree, stayed around at that school, coached baseball for a couple of years, and then came to Horn Lake and started coaching baseball and teaching science when I got out.
How did you choose the college you attended?
So I was a Tennessee fan my whole life. And always wanted to go to Tennessee, but also played baseball. I was a left-handed pitcher, and when it came time to choose a college, I could either go to Tennessee, where I always wanted to go, or I could go somewhere where I was good enough to play baseball at. I only had one school that offered me a scholarship to play baseball, and that was Williams Baptist College in Arkansas, so it was an easy decision. I could either play baseball or go to Tennessee and be a student, so I decided to go and play baseball, and it worked out good for me.
How did you choose your future profession? Did you always plan on being a teacher?
Somewhat. I always wanted to coach college baseball. That was kind of my goal, so started out doing that while I was finishing my degree, and then I stayed around full time and got paid to do it like $15,000 a year, so it wasn't much. And so I was going to stay there. The guy was retiring, and I was just going to take over as the head coach there. Moved back to this area so my wife could get into dental hygiene school in Memphis, and started coaching baseball here at Horn Lake after a couple of years. When she finished hygiene school, ended up getting into being an assistant principal here, and that's kind of when my career changed and gave up the dream of coaching college baseball. I loved being in administration and just helping students and being an assistant principal at Horn Lake High School. So from then I became a principal and went to a couple different places, and now I'm back home.
What's something outside of school that you're passionate about?
Unfortunately, I'm a big Tennessee fan, so I love Tennessee. They're not real good right now. Also do a lot of fishing and hunting, sports. Coach my two little girls in softball. We're the Glitter Hitters, which is a cool name. But so we shoot glitter and stuff after they win or lose. They don't know if they win or lose at that age. But so coaching little sports, being around sports, going to college football games, different things like that.
Tell us something you've always dreamed about doing, something on your bucket list.
not skydiving or anything like that. I'm kind of scared of heights a little bit. Probably I would love to meet Peyton Manning someday. So obviously a big Tennessee fan. Peyton Manning was my idol growing up. Named my daughter Peyton Olivia after Peyton Manning and his mother Olivia. So anyway, I'd love to meet him someday.
What's something you love about this school?
I love Horn Lake. I love the community. Obviously it's home. It's a community I grew up in. It's a community I'm passionate about. I love the students. They're so appreciative of everything. They grew up a lot like I did, and had to work hard for things and didn't have things given to them. So I like their work ethic. I like that they appreciate when we do things for them, and that it's just a good community. It's tight-knit, and people, I feel like, are hardworking and appreciative, and it's just, that's why I love our students. And they're honest. They're fine with giving me feedback and all those things, and just down to earth and relatable.